First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Tighten up. Hey, check 24.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. On first and 10, Stafford looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Delta.
From the 27, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Switch out. Watch this.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Justin Coleman brings him down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I got you.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Stafford flush to his right. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get in the right middle. No. And middle.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, move! Check, Mike 42. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Mike's 42, Mike's 43.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Incomplete on the throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
SOS. Hey, Echo. SOS. Blue draw, Corker.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Easy.
On second down, Anderson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw. Stafford being chased out left. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and steal the play.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their
kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check 52. Undercut. Real right, 22.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. C.J. Anderson. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Baby, let's go.
Bears
Let's
20,
go.
Lions 12.
Get up. 180. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check 99. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Double right. He's coming.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he heads and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, We see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bilal Nichols in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded inside the 5. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards in the Chicago first down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching